lifting off the floor. I feel lighter, lighter. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Oh, I was born to go and fly, to fly higher, higher, like a bird up in the sky, on a wire, wire. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 I want it, I love it, I gotta have it. I want it, I love it, I gotta have it. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm spreading my wings, I'm letting go. I go higher, higher. My feet are lifting off the floor. I feel lighter, lighter. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Oh, I was born to go and fly, to fly higher, higher, like a bird up in the sky, on a wire, wire. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top.
Good morning. It is great to see you guys today on a Thursday.
We're in our private plane flying.
Private plane? Well, what's
an
really, I don't know. No, I think we're
location.
actually on the top of a mountain. We just got to
okay.
move a little bit more so we can
Halekulea.
reveal all that. And today we
morning.
are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What? What?
Yes, we included all those channels today. It is great to see you guys today. Let's go over what we're going to be doing for today. We have a couple of different topics for you. So today's topics are going to start with us. This and That received a national award and was awarded a top 25
This is a big deal.
for real estate blogs worldwide. So we're going to discuss that. That'll be topic number 1. We're going over that one first. Nice job to everybody there.
Yeah.
Then we're going to review topic 2, is going to be rental craziness. Multiple offers on rentals and what that is going on there. We're seeing the same trickle-down effect
Yes, we are.
to that as well. And then we have
Ice baby.
contact information for your buyers and sellers. We probably need to have that as well. There are some situations where it'd be incredibly helpful. So we'll discuss that in detail. And then Frisco ISD, full-time virtual school 2022. Shout out to Karen Dilworth for providing that topic to us. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And then we're going to go over the word bankruptcy. That is our word of the day, our real estate word of the day.
So if you're here, raise your hand. Let us know you're here. Chat
here.
your name in. We want to know because we're taking roll call and we will know if you're here or not. And if you're new, please let us know who you are. We are so excited that you joined us this morning, and you know, it's a big deal, and we're going to give you some brownie points too. So chat your name in and let us know you're here.
And obviously, this is a decent place to be first thing in the morning. We're creating this habit, this routine for all the real estate agents out there. And what you want to do is immediately thereafter, do the hardest thing of the day. Pick up the phone, call the people, set some appointments. Do whatever you kind of don't want to do right away, because the stuff you want to do always gets done somehow, right? And so that's the idea.
Let people know who you are.
Log in each day and follow us and go ahead and share. This is good content that you can share. Hello there, that's Shana Acquisto, luxury real estate broker with Acquisto Real Estate.
This is Mike Acquisto, TNT host. For how many episodes?
Yeah, I think we're at
also a real estate
560 episodes now.
Pretty
And
cool.
let's review This and That. The program you're on right now receives national or worldwide recognition as a top 25 real estate blog.
What?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So let's go over what that kind of means. We were actually voted into the top 25 worldwide, submitted and accepted there, and there's tons of real estate blogs. And we were voted the top boutique broker on the list. So we were the top one that wasn't a big national firm. And we were above a lot of big national blogs as well. So I think we must be doing a decent job coming up with unique things. So let's go ahead and split the screen.
What do you know?
And show us off.
This is a big deal, Mike.
Yeah, so
Proud of you.
FeedSpot, well, proud of us, right? So it's been a big deal. FeedSpot features us as number 25 on the list. And if we go ahead and scroll up, one position just above us is Keeping Current Matters. So they charge a big fee to be part of theirs, and they're a nationally recognized firm. A lot of people like to utilize their content and spread it all over the internet. So you'll see a lot of that content shared. We're free, and we're there, right? So go ahead and scroll up. Just above us is some Japanese company. Boomtown is number 22, so they're just above there. We're coming for them. We have Century 21 just above that. And let's continue to go. We have Homelight, Sotheby's International. Wow, the Business Journal, Seattle Times. This guy here, Glenn, that guy's really good. I looked at his stuff and I was like, wow, he's super impressive. I might actually give him a follow. He was super good. Cornell University Real Estate Blog. Bam. Maybe that's where we got that
Cornell's
info.
so proud.
Shout out to Cornell University. And Amy Gasparini, also alumni. Forbes, Realtor.com, right? CNBC Real Estate News, New York Times. They beat us.
Aw,
NAR.
dang it, New York Times.
Yeah. What else you got? Realestate.com, Redfin.
Inman. Wow, who's number 1?
Yeah. Number 1 is, let's see, what do we got? Keller and Zillow. Well, we got some work to do, but we were still voted in the top 25, so I was super excited about that.
You know, Zillow is impressive.
It's good company to be in. So they
it is.
reviewed, and I think they had a couple hundred on there on the list, and I was like, wow, that's pretty good. So we've been doing this every day, and I wanted to review it right away. because as soon as it was awarded, I didn't want us to drop in the rankings and then be able to be like, oh, we're in the top like 100 somewhere, but top 25.
It's a big deal.
No, it kind of is. And I believe we're on like
we just
episode
jabber every day.
560.
Yeah.
Episode 560 that we've done. It's all broke down into unique episodes, and then we post it there. So I want to give a thank you to FeedSpot for featuring us there.
We need Kim to come back with balloons and streamers and stuff. Remember
All types of stuff. Yeah, no, it needs to be celebrated, but I just want to announce it as soon as it happened because it's like, yeah, that's pretty good. So thank you to FeedSpot, much appreciated. And the owner of the firm was actually the one that sent the message over to me. So that was really, really nice. We'll give a link back to them.
So way to go, guys.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Rental craziness. Multiple offers on rentals. That's Shana Acquisto, real estate broker on the luxury side. And I just happen to be your TNT host here, Mike Acquisto. And let's review rental craziness right now.
Yes.
So we have multiple offers on them now. People are paying up to $500 a month on a standard lease, more than asking price. And they're kind of requiring 2 years to be the minimum lease term now. So let's kind of discuss that, Shana.
So multiple offers. Yes, it's not just single family residences. It is now rentals. And, you know, I've heard a lot of chatter about when you submit an application, you know, it costs money. So, you know, a landlord may accept 10 applications. And, you know, if you're going through this every time and you're spending $50, I mean, it's really tough. So if we have rentals, I think it's best practice to disclose that and say, before we accept your application fee, we're going to let you know that we're in multiple applications on this property. Do you want to proceed? And give them the choice. Don't just take, it's $50. They should not take your, you know, landlords should not accept your money without disclosing that, in my opinion.
So this is a topic that I did pick up yesterday from the DFW Mastermind group that we happen to be members of. Shout out to Mark Baglietto for bringing that topic up. I appreciate it. Nita Beno was also in that meeting as well. Andy Tuttle was in there. There's a bunch of really good people that are just smart and caring and share a lot of information. Awesome. The Cannons are in the group as well, so they're founding members. It was really nice time to get to spend with them, I guess, virtually. But
Colleen
very
Frost.
Insightful. Colleen Frost in there. Her husband was on there.
Call her Mrs. TikTok.
Miss TikTok. Mrs.?
Well, she's married.
I don't have a TikTok account, so I'm not sure. But
so anyway, it is crazy. So if you have a client putting in an application, help them out a little bit. Find out if there's multiple applications, and don't have them waste tons of money on application fees. That's my advice.
And $500 over per month. And this was a kind of a normal lease in this area. It was $2,000 or $3,000 on a monthly basis. And then the person was in multiple offers and they had to pay $500 more. And they had to go with a 2-year lease when they didn't really want to. And that was what was kind of required of them. So the landlord did make some extra money. So if you think about $2,000 or $500 a month for 12 months, that's $6,000 a year. So they essentially paid $12,000 over on a monthly basis or on a 2-year basis to do that. So $12,000 total. And they had to rent it for an extra year to eliminate maybe some expenses, some wear and tear on the property, just for the landlord. So
rental market is changing.
And it's hot.
And it's hot. Okay.
ICE, contact information for your buyers and sellers in case of emergency. That is Shana Acquisto, real estate broker, luxury style. And I'm Mike Acquisto. And
he's my ICE.
Yeah, well, that's how you're in my phone is ICE, right?
Yeah.
Just in case of emergency, contact Shana, please, if something ever happens to me. So what we're going to go over is when you need it, what happens if you can't contact the clients, and should we put it in our CRM? Probably so. And how often does this happen? So let's go ahead and start at the top and discuss this topic in full.
You know, unfortunately, this came up because of one of our own scenarios. So we have a seller moving out of state, and he, you know, it was asked when the listing agreement was signed, you know, is there anybody else, you know, doing our due diligence, we have to make sure that all owners sign the listing agreement. So nope, just me. I don't have any family, anybody here. Okay. So we get the home listed. It is in multiple offers, and we are getting bombarded with calls. It's like a call center. And a week goes by and we can't reach the seller to find out how to proceed with the multiple offers. So what we have to do is not make anything up, not set a deadline. Remember, you have to follow your same protocols, right? And if we can't reach the seller, the only alternative is to put it temporarily off the market and let everybody know that is happening. So you put it in your showing instructions, you put it in MLS. And, you know, you never want to throw your seller under the bus. You have no idea what could have happened, right? But things can happen. So how do you avoid that? I think we get, you know, just as we were talking about leases before, on the lease application, there is an emergency contact. We should all have an emergency contact for our clients, whether it's one person or a family. What if they went away and something unfortunate happened? What do we do? So we need to have an emergency contact for your clients. If you have a buyer and they just ghost you, which happens sometimes, right? It happens. You know, maybe you ask for a backup there, because if they've put an offer in on a property and they're under contract and you can't find them, what do? So buyers and sellers especially, please get an emergency contact. And yes, put it in our CRM. So
and how often does this happen?
This has never happened, actually.
Yeah, we've done a lot of transactions, and this isn't a common thing, but it could potentially happen to you, and it would definitely take a bunch of your time. So, you know, things do happen. We'll see how we can program this in the CRM. We'll maybe ask Stacy if this is something that she wants to kind of tackle and see how we relate an ICE contact to a transaction.
I want to also give a shout out to Jody. Thank you for, you know, providing this topic for all of us to learn from.
Jody Daly, realtor in Frisco, Texas.
This will definitely go down as one she'll never forget.
That is true. Hit the bell. Frisco ISD announces for 2022 that there will be a full-time virtual school, just like one, that anyone that lives in Frisco ISD can attend.
Hey, we all do virtual school for the last year.
Right. Well, that is Shana Acquisto. She's a luxury real estate broker here with Acquisto Real Estate. And I'm Mike Acquisto. And let's go over this topic here. So what we have is, how does this change real estate?
Yeah.
Will there be more rentals that come in? Will there be full-time travelers that call Frisco home and rent a smaller place and travel full-time? I don't know. Is that going to be a thing? So we'll discuss that. The impact with no sports available for those, and fine arts. Ooh. How does that change? Will there be less selection of classes? I do believe so. Will there be more freedom for families and for the students themselves? And will top achievers flourish even more in this particular situation? So let's go ahead and take a look at the Frisco ISD announcement that we have here and switch over to it, please. All right, so this is basically the announcement here. Full-time virtual school, Frisco ISD. And so it'll be between grades 3 to 12.
Okay.
Right?
3.
And grades 3. So if you're in kindergarten, first or second grade, that's kind of go in person. And you have to live within the boundaries of Frisco ISD.
Yeah.
Right?
I wondered about that.
Be. So that was why I was kind of talking about, would you potentially, right, if you wanted to be able to take advantage of this, would you move to Frisco, claim it as your primary residence, put a small rental property and attend just occasionally and be around, or buy a property. There's a lot of very rich people out there who would buy a property to have that flexibility to have their children be able to travel whenever they want with them, right? Buy a home, but a small home, and then get great education and does this work. So I don't know. There's a lot
Great
that goes
education
along
in
with this.
virtual school. I don't,
No, I've been on the bandwagon.
In third grade?
I don't know. I've been on the bandwagon for a long time.
Yes,
That there
you
need to
have.
be school reform, and I think that it's more important that a great educator is the person that's teaching your child rather than necessarily a person in person. Imagine like the best educator out there, right? And having that person be able to teach your child. So I think that there's still some more to be done. I haven't vetted any of this information, but I've been a huge proponent for education reform for a long time and utilizing our latest technology to be able to do that. And this is kind of exciting, but yet scary to me. But the first step is always scary, right? Like taking that initial first leap. The day you open your business for the first time, right? The day that you take your first step and you get on one knee and propose to somebody and say, let's change your life, or one of those things, right? That's a scary moment. And there's a lot of uncertainty. The same exact thing here, that going to this and they're committing to this is kind of a scary moment, but it'll get worked out. And
But
I
they
think
have
it's going to
the
be better.
option. They have the option, but I
Yeah.
feel, I'm a big proponent of the social aspect of it, and that scares me a little. So I think they, if they asked me, which they didn't, they could kind of blend the two, where you could have virtual, but you also have something that's in person to give them some social skills.
Well,
with their
so
peers.
imagine this though, if you're a taxpayer in Frisco, and Frisco has all of these places in person, right? We have campuses all over the place. I have no idea how many campuses they have. They have like a dozen high schools.
42 or no.
Like so
Amy
many,
and I
right?
just heard this the other day. Maybe it's 84.
Yeah, they have all these structures.
Yeah.
Those are expensive. There's a lot of people inside them.
see if Amy
And you teach
remembers.
one to a certain amount, right, in person.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, if you have a virtual school, and this virtual version could teach many more people. And imagine if you're a taxpayer and all of a sudden you don't have to go from, if it's 80 schools to 100 schools, and you just have one virtual that takes care of all the rest. Does it make your property more valuable now that Frisco planned on building out like this? And all of a sudden they're like, whoa, let's rein this back a little bit. We don't need as many in-person places. So if you currently live in a place that's close to a school, an elementary, middle, and high school, how valuable is that? There's a lot that goes with this.
There is, and then on the flip side of that, they're building these schools. The new concept, right, was building them like as a business school. Like they're teaching the kids how to,
So let's review that as a separate topic, because that's an exciting one that we can definitely
Teaser.
discuss. But these all are great things to know as a realtor. When you see trends like this going on, does it make Frisco more valuable, right, to attend there? Does it potentially keep taxes down long term? Are there new places that might open up? So imagine a super tiny new school district that says we're going to commit to this only virtually. Would their taxes be super low? Would retirees want to move there because? Would people with young children or, first-time home buyers, that school's not as important, but they need to have a school district just in case?
What happens
See,
to the
there's
schools
a lot
that are already built?
What do we do with that? How do you get rid of that? There's a lot that's going on. Is it going to be better for top achievers? There's certain people that might flourish with this.
Depends on the child,
Yeah.
but I still, regardless of the child, I think they need social interactions.
Well,
I do.
But imagine if the child was being bullied at school and you didn't have another option.
Yeah,
Right?
options
There's a
are
lot
always
of
good.
things.
Options are
I'm
very
really
good.
a huge fan of this.
Yeah.
So thank you to Frisco ISD for coming up with this. As a taxpayer, I'm very appreciative. I like pushing yourself to be better all the time, and this kind of does it. And imagine the freedom and flexibility this gives the families now, because all of a sudden you can go do different things. You can be all across the
Travel.
world. You could travel like crazy. You could go do the whole national park tour and also be in school.
We're on top of this mountain right here.
There's a lot to do. This is super exciting.
It is. All right.
I'm done. Hit the bell. Real estate word of the day, bankruptcy. Let's go ahead and define this word, use it in a sentence, and then discuss it for just a moment. So thank you guys for joining us here. Bankruptcy is going to be by filing in federal bankruptcy court. An individual or individuals, multiple, can restructure or relieve themselves of debt or liabilities. Bankruptcies of various types, but not most commonly, are individual but seem to have Chapter 7 where there's no asset bankruptcy, which relieves the borrower of most types of debts. A borrower can usually qualify for an A paper loan. 2 years after this time period of bankruptcy has been discharged and requires that they reestablish credit and repayment history. Okay? So I would go with a sentence next, and that would be Chapter 7 is the most common type of bankruptcy to file. And it's scary, but not that bad. You can totally recover from it. So that's using it in a sentence and a little discussion. I would also say that bankruptcy does have some history in the Bible. So it has its roots in there. And there was kind of this idea that there was 7 years that a person had, and they could only be held responsible for a debt, and like the slate was cleaned every 7 years. Probably someone a little bit more versed in their Bible would know more about it, but it has its roots there. And 7 years, Chapter 7, I don't know, there's something there possibly. And on your credit, it stays there. It used to be 7 years. So these things kind of have some roots there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that covers bankruptcy. Well, that's a wrap for us today, ladies and gentlemen. We covered a couple of pretty decent topics. Maybe that's why we were rated in the top 25 worldwide for real estate blogs. The consistency and the topics that we cover in general. The use of video, great producers like producer Omkar, and great hosts like Shana Acquisto, luxury real estate broker here. So we did cover that as one topic, the fact that we were awarded top 25 for real estate blogs. Rental craziness. That was a pretty good topic. Thanks for sharing that with us from the DFW Mastermind. Emergency contact information for your buyers and sellers and the clients there and what could potentially happen, as well as Frisco ISD going virtual and having that as a new option going forward. So we'll discuss that. I'm sure there'll be a lot more that goes along with that over time. And then word of the day being bankruptcy, Chapter 7 in particular. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for YouTube. Thank you for Twitter. Thank you for Twitch for allowing us to be there live simultaneously. If you are on here, you can find all of our information down in the description. You can always like us, follow us, and subscribe. We totally appreciate that. If you enjoyed today's content, go ahead and share it. It is totally free for you to join us every single day. This is knowledge that we give away. We do index all of it right on our website. So if you'd like, you can go to acquistorealestate.com, go over to Acquisto TV, slide on down and click there, and you can put a search in for almost any different phrase, and you'll probably have a topic that showed up. So these are all indexed and they will be reported there. Today's topics are typically put up maybe 48 hours later. We have some processing to do with the videos and putting stuff there, but you can always follow us live on any one of these different channels, 8:45 a.m. Monday through Friday. Thank you guys for joining us. We are concluded today. Reminder, we do have agent meetings today. If you haven't been on yet, we will have the agent workshop today at 10 o'clock. That's your last option for the week. I'll be hosting today. Lucky you. See you guys soon. All right, sir, Omkar, it is you and I for behind the scenes. Shauna ran off. She had a meeting starting real quick, so.
All right, no issues. Let's skip that.
Oh, I'm going to put you on here. Good, I got you.
All right. Okay. First topic, this and that receives national recognition.
Yeah. I know, I totally need Shauna for this one, but nothing I can do.
It's coming up.
Yep. Bam.
Now.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's as good as I got.
rental craziness.
Rental
Second topic.
craziness. I'm gonna hold up the calculator because it's like money. Oh, I got money in my pocket. I'll even hold that up. I got some cash. I used to play a game with my grandfather. How much money does he carry in his pocket at once, right? So, how much do you think I have in my pocket right now?
100 to 200.
100 to 200 is what you think? I don't carry as much cash as I used to. But there it is. All right, let's go over rental craziness.
Now,
Yeah. All right, so the answer is 1, 2, 3, 50. I only carry 50s. That's my jam. So
Okay.
the answer is 350 is how much I had in my pocket. Right then.
350.
Yeah. I was just like some walking around with cash in case you need something.
I almost got it.
Almost got it, but you didn't. All right, let's see here. What else you got?
Third topic, ICE.
Ice. Okay. Ooh, yeah, phone again is probably super appropriate for this one.
Now,
And I'm going to go no glasses too. Bam. Okay. That stays out there for a while. I think I got a couple of those in there. My eyes are getting bad. Just getting old.
Frisco ISD, last topic.
Frisco
What's your
ISD. Yeah, this is one where I would definitely go with glasses.
Yes. Now,
Okay.
and lastly, bankruptcy. What don't take?
Bankruptcy.
Calculator.
Calculator.
The calculator.
Okay, calculator. Went in there.
Now,
We totally need a prop bin. Like a way better
Yes.
one. I just have whatever's on my desk. It's like I just take pictures with random things. And I don't even know. I just pick up things. Like envelopes. And like, oh yeah, that should work. Right over my face too, nonetheless. Okay. You know, that's all I got for you. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the award. You totally deserve it, man.
yes, you deserve
Oh,
money.
my word. If people even knew, we prep for this at least 5 minutes a day. So, you know.
I spread my wings, I'm letting go. I go higher, higher. My feet are lifting off the floor. I feel lighter, lighter. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not coming down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not coming down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Oh, I was born to go and fly, to fly higher, higher, like a bird up in the sky, on a wire, wire. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more.